Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal and today we're diving into something that can feel like an uphill battle for a lot of us, networking. And especially if you're an introvert, this one's for you. But the fact that you're watching this video means you're already halfway there. So good on you for taking this first step. Now, let's figure out how to make networking less awkward, less draining, and a little fun. Yes, I said fun, so stay with me here. Okay, so before we get into the tips, let's clear up a common myth. Being an introvert doesn't mean you're shy or bad at talking to people. It just means you're probably not that into huge crowds or the constant socializing. You're someone who enjoys a good one-on-one conversation and needs a little downtime to recharge after being around with a bunch of people. And that's totally cool. So networking? It's just a skill that anyone can learn, including yourself. You don't have to be naturally outgoing or have the gift of gab to connect with people. We can totally do this without turning into someone we're not, and I will show you how. Alright, let's get into the good stuff. Practical tips that you can actually use to network. The phrase, just be yourself, is not helpful enough. So I hope these tips can make networking feel doable for you. Tip number 1, be prepared. This may sound like homework, but preparing some conversation starters can really save you from a lot of awkward silences. You can think of a few simple questions or conversation starters before you go to an event. It could be something like, what brings you to this event, or how did you get started in your career? These are some basic stuff that you should have ready on hand so that you're not awkwardly standing there like, what do I say now? And if you're worried about forgetting your questions, write them down in your phone. No one's gonna judge you for checking it. Tip number 2, use your listening skills. As an introvert, you're naturally a good listener, so make that your secret weapon and let the other person talk. Most people love sharing about themselves, their work, or what they're passionate about. Ask a thoughtful question, sit back, and really listen. Not smile, make eye contact, and perhaps throw in a little comment here and there. It will make a big impression on the person you're talking to. Plus, you will not be draining your energy trying to carry the conversation on your own. Tip number 3 is for those who do not like big conferences or events. Well, actually, big conferences are overwhelming for anyone, let alone the introverts. So why not start with a smaller and more manageable event? You can try for more intimate events like coffee meetups or smaller networking groups, or even events where the crowd isn't too big. These kinds of settings, it's also easier for us to have a genuine one-on-one conversation with others. Tip number 4 is to bring a friend or colleague. Networking alone can feel a little bit overwhelming if you're not used to it, so ask a friend or colleague to join you. When you're with someone you're comfortable with, it can feel like you have a support system. They can help you ease into conversations, introduce you to others, or just be the go-to person to chat with when you need a little break. But make sure not to stick so close to each other that you miss the chance to meet new people. Sometimes, just knowing that someone is in your corner can make the whole networking experience feel less intimidating and more manageable. Tip number 5, do not sleep on online networking. Let's not forget about online networking. You don't have to always network in person. Platforms like LinkedIn, Eventbrite, and even your emails are great places to start building connections from the comfort of your couch. You can warm up a conversation online and then meet in person later when it feels more natural. I really love this method because it takes so much pressure off. You're connecting first without having to dive into the whole small talk at big events. Tip number 6, use digital tools to take the pressure off. Let's talk about digital name cards. These are amazing if you're someone who gets nervous about how to follow up the conversation or exchange contact info. With tools like One Good Card, you can share your professional details with just a single tap on your recipient's phone. Plus, it gives you a reason to follow up a conversation by saying, "Can I share my digital name card with you?" You can also personalize your card to reflect your personal style so that it feels like a little piece of you. After you exchange business cards, you can use this opportunity to reconnect with the people you've met, bring the conversation online, and explore collaboration opportunities. Okay, moving on to tip number 7, taking care of your energy. I know this particular tip may sound like a meditation course, but if you're anything like me, I get pretty wiped after a networking event. Networking is tiring because you're dealing with a lot of new faces and new conversations. But The trick is to pace yourself. If you're at an event and you're starting to feel burnt out, take a break. Step outside, find a quiet corner, or whatever you need to do to recharge. And do not feel guilty about it. It's better to take a breather than to push yourself to the point where you're so exhausted. After an event, I usually need some time to recharge. I would either go for a walk, get a cup of coffee or tea, or just have a quiet moment to myself. Whatever works for you. And if you're completely done for the day, leave. There's no rules that says that you have to stay till the end of the event. When you network, you should always prioritize quality over quantity. Tip number 8, make it fun. I would like to remind you that networking doesn't have to be all business. Sounds a little unconventional, but it's true. If you go to events or meetups that match your interests, it will be so much easier for you to connect with people. Like if you're into tech, go for a tech event. And if you love coffee, join a coffee networking meetup. Or you can always find ways to make a general networking event fun as well. For instance, when you're talking to someone, try to find something that you actually enjoy or care about. You can talk about your hobbies, personal goals, or anything that caught your attention. It will make the conversation more relaxed, and who knows, you might also meet some new people that share the same interests as you. So there you have it, 8 tips to make networking less scary and a little more manageable. The biggest takeaway? You do not have to change who you are to network effectively. Play to your strengths as an introvert and take it at your own pace. If you found these tips helpful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.